I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
It's Button Mappers video response time.
Woohoo! What up,
Is it
community?
Is it my turn yet?
It's me, community.
This is a turn-based episode.
I'm the sequel
Are you?
to majority.
This is a personal favorite of mine, these kind of response videos where we ask the community a question and they give us their answer and we get to play them all and respond to their videos. I love it.
What was the question, Spencer?
This is a great question, Alex. The question was
I didn't see you there.
Because it's JRPG.
I didn't
month.
notice what you said.
I didn't notice you.
I didn't happen to hear whatever came across. Were there animals crossing? What
The
animals
question
were
was-
they? And why do they belong in a zoo?
What animals were they and why were they a dog playing a guitar? That's what I want to know.
Why was it a chocobo?
The question was, regarding RPGs, which does the community prefer? Turn-based or action RPGs?
And there can only be one.
There can only be one.
Yes.
Unless it's a tie.
Spencer laid out the rules this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you held it down.
Dude, and I apologize. I did not mean it for it to come out so harsh, and I also meant to edit the video, which clearly the version I uploaded was raw. So there you
But
go.
I think it was. I think it was all the better for it, though.
It was old school.
Like I had all this stuff. I had like text on it that outlined the rules in like big bold words that you could read it and everything, and all this editing and nope.
Yeah.
Just got the raw video of me asking.
Uploaded the wrong file.
Our maps and mittens came quick to that video to call you out.
It was so funny.
All I can say is clearly it happens to the best of us. So there you are. I apologize for that, mappers, and you were right to call me out, and there you go. But we're here to respond to some videos. We got them all queued up. You guys ready to take a listen?
I'm not just ready, I'm ready for Terry.
Hold on, I have to go down to skills, then I have to scroll over to listen. Okay, okay, now I'm ready. Yeah, sorry, I had to.
So our first is as Teddy just hinted, is our good friend Terry309 with a rather short response. Thank you, Terry. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
So the Button Mappers have asked for yet another video response, and this one is about whether I prefer turn-based RPGs or action RPGs. My answer should be pretty obvious by now, considering what kind of games I've played on this channel, but I want to talk about my thoughts on all of them before I talk about which one is my obvious favourite. Now, turn-based comes in many different forms. There's the old-school turn-based you see in old-school JRPGs, which I can't stand, due to having to select every single command for each character at once, only to play out their agility stat makes them go first. Fuck that battle system. Then there's active time battle. I don't mind this since it moves at a faster pace, and it's easier to plan out when each character is ready to execute a move. Finally, there's modern turn-based where you have characters take their turns individually and execute their moves the moment you select them, which is also a pretty solid battle system. As for action, well, most of them are in real time, but not all of them. The issues with most real-time action RPGs is having to babysit the AI. Other than that though, I don't mind them. Heck, there are games out there where this is not the case, like Yeast for instance. So what is my favourite of all of them? Well, that will probably have to be synchronized time action. Yes, I know you are expecting a straight-up action or turn-based RPG answer, but I wanted to be more precise because there's only one game that manages to properly integrate this battle system, and that's Valkyrie Profile 2. It takes both the strategic elements found in turn-based games and mixes them in with real-time action. Therefore, there's no AI to manage because you technically control every character at once. It's pure genius. Put simply, there are action RPGs that have fixed the AI babysitting issue, so therefore I pick action RPGs. And the biggest reason why I pick action RPGs is because of pacing. I find that turn-based games can get a bit tiresome after a while with all the transitions and waiting for turns. I just want to dive straight in, and action RPGs let me do that. I know it's kind of a biased answer being a Trias fan and all, but know that I do not dislike turn-based RPGs, so long as they are done right. I can tolerate bad AI, but I cannot tolerate old-school turn-based battle systems. They are complete and utter shit, and developers should stop using those systems. I'm looking at you, Bravely Default and Lost Odyssey. Those games can fuck right off. Of course, there's bad action RPG combat systems like Star Ocean Till the End of Time, but to be fair, at least the battles end quickly, unlike turn-based RPGs where they go on forever. So that's my answer. Hopefully I kept it short enough for you.
Oh, it just cuts off.
Yep.
Short. That was short enough, Terry.
Wow. I didn't know you could be wrong that many times.
We gotta vote for Spectrobes!
That's 1 for action RPGs.
And 3 for Spectrum.
Oh boy. He almost copped out, but he did say action RPGs at the end, so there you go.
Did he make some good points, though?
I wouldn't call it a cop out because even if he didn't say it, it's implied because he picked a genre of the action RPG.
Yeah,
Synchronous
he said time action, right?
synchronous action RPG. I don't know. There was like multiple definitions there. I got a little lost.
Oh.
Have you guys played Valkyrie Profile or Valkyrie Profile 2?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've played them both through. No, I haven't played them.
I played Lenneth a little bit. I got bored with it.
Okay. I have 2 on the PS2. He's like the #1 proponent for that game, so if there's a reason I play it, it's because of him and probably Boston Burf as well. But
The Completionist is tearing through.
Ooh,
I think he
that's
finished
right.
it.
He mentioned that.
Yeah, he's been posting
Yeah.
it.
So maybe it's worth checking out. And I noticed too he was using footage of, I think it was Ease 8 in the video. You guys know?
Is that what that game was?
Yeah.
I don't know what game that was.
That was the modern Ease that came out on PS4 and maybe Switch. I'm not sure. Also Steam. My thing is like he has a good base of action RPGs to pull from that meet that demand where you're not babysitting AI. I know when I watched Chantal play Ni no Kuni 2, that was kind of like a big thing. Was like a lot of AI babysitting, and you would have to waste the potions on them. So in that game, it looked like more than an inconvenience than it might be in other games. My thing is though, like it doesn't seem like many games really fix that issue. I don't know. Where do you guys stand?
I think the party thing does not work with action RPGs. It's way better when it's like a Witcher or an Elder Scrolls where you can just be by yourself and handle it. That is much better because like healing a party member who's just a computer that ran into a big spiked wall, just really nothing worse.
I think some games do it okay, though. I think the earlier Mass Effect and Dragon Age games did it okay. I think they let you manage your party pretty well, and it was still pretty action focused.
I guess the premise for his argument is that like those games that did it so well, that are some of his favorites, warrant the pick over turn-based, because with turn-based it tends to be more, like you have to wait and put in the commands and then wait for the actions. My thing is he called it utter dog shit, not dog shit. He called it utter shit. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that turn-based RPGs do have good combat systems, and a lot of times you are like required to think out your strategies. I know with some Dragon Quest games, those have been some of the most thought-provoking I've picked. And also, we didn't really talk about strategy RPGs. I kind of label those under turn-based, but those have very advanced combat systems.
I mean, one thing he was talking about like older RPGs, and technically he's right about like the older style would be you tell everybody to attack and then they play out based on their agility. Not liking those pretty much rules out all of Dragon Quest up until like 11, I think. I don't know, was 8 like that? I can't. I think it was like that where you chose all your attacks and then they played out based on agility.
I'm not sure. I never really thought that deeply about it. What's the deal? So the turn order that you go in is based on your speed stat?
It's a roll basically. So like it's randomized somewhat, except for that you get a boost based on your agility. So like you tell all of your characters what to do, and then when the turn actually the battle actually plays out, it's based on how they rolled for their agility. So I could see where there's a different kind of approach to tactics there, but it's still, to me, a lot of fun. I guess it's an opinion, but to me, I love Dragon Quest. So
Yeah, but,
that's all the game was.
I think grinding in a turn-based RPG can be a little much, though. You know, like I'd rather just.
I love it.
I don't know, man. I don't like having to. You know, if I'm like trying to, say I'm playing Final Fantasy VII or whatever, and I have to grind up for a pretty hard boss fight, like I'm just spamming the attack button, and it feels like I'm just watching the same like little intro, spam the attack button, outro, intro, spam the attack button, outro, over and over and over again.
Well, just make sure Tifa's in your party.
Well, then it's a little better.
You get
But I
to
feel
watch
like-
somersaults.
With action, maybe it's a little more fluent because there's not really that, if the stage the transitions into the turn-based battles isn't as evident, So, so with action, I think it's a little easier to manage actually battling, especially if you need to grind or something. But I could see the arguments with party members. I don't know how many times I've played action RPGs, especially ones by Square Enix, and the party members are just absolute garbage. It's like, well, I'll just do it all myself.
To his credit, I know some things in Final Fantasy VII combat-wise haven't aged well. I think I was listening to you talk about it, Spencer, on the Itch Network, about like selecting a character to use a Phoenix down on or something like that.
Oh, it's so awkward.
Yeah. Picking a target that isn't your enemy is very, very difficult.
I hate the fact that it'll toggle over to the enemy. I don't know how many times I've like accidentally used something on the enemy, and I was like, "Whoops! Well, there you go. Have that potion."
Yeah. Vice versa, though. I don't know, because I think too, to games like maybe Hyrule Warriors. I know it's not exactly that's a Musou game, but
Yeah.
To the point, I don't know how well I played action RPGs where I'm really focused on my teammates. I think Spencer was saying, it's done better usually for the most part in games where it's just you, like say Geralt in The Witcher. But don't you then lose something by not necessarily having a party?
Yeah, the party.
Yeah, doesn't that detract from the experience? So
Again,
I didn't feel like I was missing anything on The Witcher.
I think
I was fine.
early BioWare games do it pretty well. I mean, Spencer's a fan of KOTOR.
But those are like barely action.
They
RPGs.
are action RPGs, though.
Not really.
They are. Technically.
I guess. But I don't know. All right, you guys ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go mock speed. I'm ready to press
All
the
right.
button. And do you know which button that is? The turbo button. We're going to...
Time to
Go ahead.
We got Alex from the Turbo Zone. This is our own Alex.
Hey, it's me.
Hitting us with the video response.
Hey, there
on.
he is. There's the beard, and then there's the beard.
Hopefully this will be entertaining.
The most qualified to stream, apparently.
Yeah. We're out. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey everybody, hey geeks and gamers, hey Mapper fans. Today I'm here to do a video response to the button mappers. Which do you like better, action RPGs or turn-based RPGs? I'm here in the Turbo kitchen. I'm doing some chores today. Fun. Everybody's got to love chores. But I figured I'd make myself a cup of coffee. You see, I love coffee, and I think coffee really does translate to this question very well. So we're gonna get into the fridge here. Don't mind the Mario star on the fridge. And yeah, the worst thing about having a fridge is you just have some random stuff in there sometimes. Like these eggs right here. These eggs need to be thrown out. And I don't know whose old Mexican food that is. And what the fuck is...
That's my favorite part.
Who's drinking this tea? I don't know. Anyway, so there's my coffee right here next to my salsas and stuff, and there's some barbecue sauce. And that milk's old. I really need to clean out my fridge. So today I am making
I like that
pot of coffee.
Thank you.
Well, not really a pot of coffee. I'm making some coffee. You see, I used to be a barista. Not only that, I used to be a barista trainer, so I'm very picky about my coffee. This is Starbucks. I don't necessarily always drink Starbucks. This is French roast, a dark roast. It pairs well with chocolatey flavors. But I do like Starbucks, so call me a basic white bitch if you want.
I wouldn't dare.
But making coffee...
Basic white bitch.
There's many different ways to make a cup of coffee. Here I have my Batman cup. I love Batman. So, we have the traditional way, the coffee pot. We'll call this turn-based RPG.
Really? I call
It's
it
what
Mr.
everybody
Coffee.
likes, it's what everybody does, it's what everybody talks about. This is the one that you see the most of.
It's Mr. Coffee.
But
sir.
coming over here, oh, what is this? Oh, it's the French press. This is another way to make coffee, and I'm going to call this the action RPG. While this one may be easier to do, this one's, I think this one sometimes is just a little more rewarding, and you make a better, much different cup of coffee. So we're going to load up some coffee into my coffee grinder here. I don't know how much I want. Where's my scoop at? I think I scoop's in my thing. Yeah. So, put the coffee in my grinder here. If you ever keep your coffee in the fridge, it keeps it fresh, keeps it nice and fresh. I think it's about enough for today. I don't want that much coffee today. Set the camera down for a second. Spencer style.
Oh.
So, I'm going to pick action RPGs because I don't know. I like them. I think they're fun. They're rewarding to play. Plus, if you are a fan of turn-based RPGs, you know, and it just, you know, and I think it's stupid. So, thanks guys for watching. I'll talk to you later.
I think you got cut off there at the end.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Cut off a little bit, but maybe that's
I
a good
think
thing. It didn't
I-
sound like anything good was coming out.
I think I made my point.
Traditional coffee equals traditional RPGs.
Yes.
I think you drove your point into the ground.
Is that it?
I think you ground it.
Is that all you got?
Yes.
Do you make those grunty noises every time you make coffee?
No, I make those grunty noises when I'm in awkward situations, like scooping coffee on camera.
Have you cleaned out your fridge since then?
Oh yes, I did. I was doing chores that day. I cleaned out my fridge, and then I went to the grocery store.
I'm sure you have a great supply of eggs.
I noticed that you had like a Spectrobes game in there, and the reason I noticed it is that right behind it there was a V8 juice thing. Did you get rid of that?
The V8 juice and the Spectrobes.
The V8 juice.
Oh yeah, it was expired.
Okay, thank God. Because yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So that's 2 for action RPGs.
Yeah.
Boy, it's not looking good for
You got a
turn-based.
fresher RPG.
What inspired that video?
Oh,
artistic
what
video?
inspired it? I'm sure you guys know what inspired it. There was-
Hey, I didn't see you there. I didn't
Two-
notice you. I didn't know that you clicked on the video.
It's been 2 full community discourse videos where somebody's cooked something. So I decided, or made something. So I decided to rip both of you off.
It was funny. I honestly think maybe it might be one of the best of this batch, but we'll see.
It's my favorite, my personal.
Thank you. Is it the Spectrobes?
Wait, well, no, isn't that? I mean, we all have Spectres in our fridge. I thought.
Do you keep a copy of Spectrobes Origins in your fridge?
No, mine's in the trash.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saved Dragon Quest for the fridge, so I can preserve it in that shrink wrap. I keep one in the freezer.
It's fine. One day you'll have a very mature taste, and you'll have
The
those
Zenithian
Spectrobes.
trilogy remains in the icebox.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Ready for a hot summer's day.
All right. Next up, we have Teddy.
Well, some may like coffee.
From Majority.
Yeah, this is that majority.
And he's going to give his video response. You guys ready to listen in?
Oh, I'm always ready for some majority.
Majority.
Well, the majority of us are ready. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey y'all, what's good? It's me, Majabra 2. We are here to get a little video response to my favorite channel on YouTube, The Button Mappers.
It's my favorite
Podcast
Mortal
channel
Kombat
run by
ninja.
me, Alex, and Spencer. And we do community threads every month. This is the one for JRPG, July RPG. Let's get it. The question is action RPGs versus turn-based. So I got to answer, but before I talk to you about that, I want to tell you to wear a mask. Wear a mask, wear a mask. Wear your mask. Wherever you go, wear that mask.
Hit that mask button.
Wear that mask. Wear that mask. Why? Because so many people out here, especially in NYC, are not wearing masks. And just like a personal anecdote about it is like, you know, like here's my sidewalk, right? This is like a typical New York City sidewalk. And when I go out into the streets to go wherever I'm going, store, home, my car, whatever, work, I have to walk these sidewalks. And people just stand on the sidewalks and start chatting with other people. And they take up the sidewalk. And they don't have masks on. It could be a whole family of people. It could be one or two people. And people just act like this pandemic's over, but it's not. It's really not. And I don't want to put you at risk the same way I don't want you to put me at risk. And I think that's so important that, like, especially for my listeners, please take care of yourselves. Take care of your community. Stand up for your community. Let them know, you know, wear that mask. And if people are not going to wear their mask, tell them to get off the sidewalk. That's how it is. Okay, second thing that has really bothered me is like a particular brand of YouTubers, like an influencer, right, that has this narrative about like what they're asking for in their community. Usually, like, I kind of push this idea of like, here's why you should subscribe to me, right? So the recent message, since the protests have started over George Floyd, rest in peace to my man out there and all others who have lost their lives at the hands of police brutality and injustice. But the narrative of these YouTubers is they're saying things like, oh, you should come check out my channel if you want a break from all the craziness out there in the world. Bro, you can fuck right out of here with that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want you telling me what to think. And basically, you know, I can think for myself. You know, if I want that information, I should get that information. I got to talk over a train and a plane. What is going on? This is nonsense. This came too early. I was supposed to say this at the action RPG part. By the way, if you like action RPGs, no, but that's like an automatic unsub for me. But the common thread here, right, is, you know, with these, I can't think anymore. With these, you know, occurrences of things that have been bothering me, is people encouraging me or themselves not to think critically, you know, not to be aware of like what's going on in the world. And I find with action RPGs, it tends to be kind of a break away from the real world, the job, etc. And for me, with video games especially, I actually tend to look for a deeper kind of narrative. And turn-based RPGs have tended to provide me with that. If you want to discourse on it, let's discourse on it. Hit me up in the comments, or I'll see you in the Button Mappers community response video. Let's go. It's a little over 3 minutes, but Spencer, please, what up? Come at me.
Come at me, man.
Wow.
That's a response to Terry. He commented on Alex's video saying, by the way, your video is over 3 minutes, so the Spencer police need to come and arrest you.
You're both on watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, apparently I put us on the non-family friendly version.
At least I edit my videos.
Oh, wait, you didn't edit that video?
At least I oh.
That was a one take.
At least I edited Spectrobes in the fridge.
Yeah, I edited Spectrobes into the.
Is that CGI?
Yeah, it's CGI.
It's all in your mind.
Very expensive.
It's new 3D.
Oh my god. There you go. We got another for we actually know we got our first one for turn-based. So it's 2-1, and also we learned a little thing about the world. Wear your mask. I think in Arizona that's particularly important. We're up there. I think we were number one for a little bit. I don't know if we still are, but we're certainly.
Those Floridians got you beat out, man. And Texas.
Yeah.
I figured if I was in Arizona anyway, I'd be wearing some sort of like a face covering and like a hood and everything. Because I'm out there in the desert, you know, so you want to stay cool.
No, that's California.
Okay.
Yeah, there's different counties in California. Some might meet your needs a little better than others.
Am I wearing flannel in your vision?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like Los Angeles or San Diego.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we have another one. This one's from VG Mashup.
More
Yeah,
like
he,
Mashakoot. Check out that sweet hat.
Yeah.
more like VG Stealth Up. He made this one unlisted, so you couldn't see this unless you.
Button Mapper
found it.
exclusive.
Wait, unlisted has 28 views.
Yeah, I watched like 3 of them.
It was all me.
The biggest VG mashup fan.
God. What's his secret? He can put an unlisted video and get more views than I ever get on my videos. That's
It's the
pro.
power of the mash, man.
The
You do
3-minute
mash?
video. That's
You
how
do
you gotta
the VG mash. The VG mash.
It was a Bandicoot smash. All right, you guys ready?
Always ready.
3, 2, 1, play.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to July. You know what July is associated with? July is, my friends, associated with the month of fireworks, the month of independence, the month of celebration,
No.
and barbecue, of course, my personal favorite. But that's not all. July is also known for the month of JRPGs.
Oh,
Oh, wait. That's wrong camera. Never mind. Sorry about that. Got a little overexcited. But yes, July is known for JRPGs. You know what JRPGs are? Japanese style RPGs. No, that is not it. We're talking about July because July is everywhere. Therefore, RPGs are meant to be enjoyed by everyone, everywhere during the month of July. So, the first and foremost thing that I want you to do is pull out a game from your collection during the month of July, which is an RPG. Play it and appreciate it. Because if it was not for them, we would be stuck with playing Madden and Call of Duties. Nobody wants
No.
that. But my
Don't
friends,
want
the
that.
Button Mappers over at their wonderful channel asked us to do a video response saying, what do they prefer? Turn-based RPGs or action RPGs? Now, as we all know, RPGs come in all forms and shapes and sizes and all kinds of descriptions. You have action, you have active time battle, you have tactical RPGs, and you have turn-based RPGs. So what would I possibly pick? On one hand, we have wonderful turn-based RPGs, you know, the franchises that have been going on forever, like Persona, like Dragon Age, like Fire Emblem, and Final Fantasy. But on the other hand, we have franchises like Mass Effect, like Dragon Age, like, of course, the Witcher series, and Final Fantasy.
I don't consider the Dragon Age.
Final Fantasy's on both sides. What the heck? But anyways, how do you prefer one over the other? It's like asking if you have 2 kids, which one is your favorite? Or for the more gentlemanly approach, being kicked in the balls and trying to figure out which side hurts more. You just cannot answer that question, can you?
Jeez.
So we will not. We will do a simple coin flip to answer this conflict. Tails,
Oh.
action RPGs. Heads, turn-based RPGs. Here we, screw that. It is turn-based RPGs. And you know why? Well, really there is no reason. Maybe one day I'll say, next month, next year, I'll say action RPGs. But for now, let's make this argument. Turn-based RPGs are really cannot, you cannot classify them as something else. They will always be an RPG. Whereas in action RPGs, there's always going to be somebody out there that says, this is not really an action RPG. This has some strategy elements, or this has some,
Spencer.
you know, action-adventure elements with a little sprinkle of RPG-ishness in there. So, for that reason and that reason alone, this month, this year, I will pick turn-based RPGs as my preferred choice. And that is it. It is a close call. Once again, I want to let you know, check out the Button Mappers. They're the ones who posed this question. Go check out their channel. Respond if you would like to. Thank you so much for watching. Back to you, Button Mappers.
That is it.
Right.
What a cop out.
No.
2.
I was looking
to 2.
forward to that coin flip.
He gave a rationale. That was good. I'm a fan.
No, he was right. You know, he really was. He was correct.
VG,
in his
VG,
opinion.
don't promise me a coin flip and then don't not deliver on it.
Turn-based is the OG. Turn-based is before coin flips.
Is turn-based an OG? Clearly, you haven't played Adventure on the Atari.
I don't think people called Adventure on the Atari an RPG.
I think they call it a POS.
They call it a PG.
piece of
Or more like peace.
silver.
Not quite gold.
That might have been my favorite mashup response.
That he was. What was he drinking? He was on
He must have had
fire.
himself a Mountain Dew or something.
It's so good.
Speaking
he
of
said he was
Mountain,
embarrassed to post it a little bit, but no, I thought that was so good.
I loved it. I love the energy.
Speaking of
Start
Mountain
to
Dew,
JRPG. JRPGs.
Can I mention our sponsor for today, Mountain Dew? Drink some Mountain Dew. Okay, sorry.
You couldn't even give it a good tagline.
Okay, Mountain Dew. The other flavors are better than the regular one. That's true.
All right. It's a true statement.
Yes.
I don't know if it's an advertisement statement, but it is a true statement.
Mountain Dew. Baja Blast is pretty damn good. There you go. How about that one?
Mountain Dew for when you want to escalate the tallest mountain in your favorite RPG.
Mountain Dew for whenever your baby's out of milk.
Mountain Dew for when you need an elixir made of dew.
Spencer, you're contributing nothing to this ad.
Well, I have kind of a marketing mind, and mine would just be actual marketing
Okay, well, go ahead.
phrases.
Sell me on Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, experience the mountain. It'd be something stupid like that.
the mountain.
I don't have anything.
Mountain Dew for when you've got weapons to Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. For
me
when
and you.
Mashup needs to make your video response.
Speaking of video responses, we have another one
And this one's fabulous. Because it's from
Fabrelon.
See that
Fabrelon.
luscious head of hair, boys.
That's very nice hair. I like it.
It is. I'm jealous.
Nice shelves.
Uh,
Some of those books.
Lots of games, man. And he also has lotion on there.
Those he has literally games to the ceiling.
He
That
does.
should be his channel name.
That's impressive.
In fact, dude, can you change your name to Games to the Ceiling?
That's asking a lot.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Can you
All right,
change your
let's
name
see
to
what-
like Mountain 2?
Yes. I'll review Mountain Dew every day.
You might run out of
Code Red's better every day.
content.
Literally.
Do less drinks.
Yeah. Today we're trying Southern Shock from Bojangles. It's a Bojangles exclusive Mountain Dew flavor. It's pretty good.
Very good. Okay, yeah, it's like you just drink it for like 2 minutes and then go 7 out of 10.
See you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for watching. All right, let's hear what Fabrelon has to say. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey everyone, this is Fabio and welcome back to a new video, and more specifically today we're going to do a response to the bottom mappers and their last community thread, which is all about RPGs, so very happy to be part of it. It's my bread and butter after all. The question, which is very interesting, it's which one we prefer between action RPGs and turn-based RPGs. And it's funny that Spencer added, like, we have to pick a side, there must be a winner, which seems specifically made for me, since last community thread I didn't give a specific answer, I didn't pick a side, but that was different, because this time there's definitely going to be a pick here, because there's going to be an easy winner here. Obviously, turn-based 100% for me. There's no story. I don't even have to think about it. When I think about RPGs, immediately I think about turn-based RPGs. And that's, to me, the quintessential way to play an RPG. It's the turn-based. Obviously, don't get me wrong, I love action RPGs. There are some amazing ones. And but thinking about that, this is purely gameplay to me. It's nothing to do with story or other elements, because it's just, as I said, it's a difference in the way you experience the game through the gameplay. And I've always preferred the turn-based approach than action RPGs. And if I have to be honest, I actually prefer strategy RPGs over action RPGs. But there are some great action RPGs out there, such as the first one that popped into my mind are like Star Ocean or the Tales of series. But as I said, whenever I think about RPGs, the first thing that comes to my mind are the turn-based ones. Starting from the classic Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy all the way up to now with modern games such as Octopath Traveler, which is a fantastic turn-based combat system. And there are many great ones out there. I mean, we all know about the Grandia combat system. But so many others like Golden Sun, Shadow Hearts, the Legend of Heroes games, Legend of Dragoon. Even now, I'm playing on and off Exit Archive on the Vita, and has an amazing turn-based combat system. But as I said, to me, it's so much better experiencing an RPG with that type of combat system. It's way more strategic in my opinion. It offers more options, while action RPGs tend to fall into the bottom masher territory very quickly. And I think the latest victim of this has been the Easy series, which is more and more changing from a proper like action platforming RPG to a bottom masher hack and slash, which is, I mean, that's another story. But definitely this is my answer, because I have to keep it short. But turn-based 100%, that's definitely how I like to play my RPGs. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll leave a description. I leave the link to the bottom mappers in the description below, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Hey, good choice.
Let me down.
Why? Because you're a button
Make
masher.
sure- It makes it 2-3. Turn-based it is.
Yeah. See, Faberlon came in the clutch this time.
Yeah. Little peek behind the curtain. I totally did direct it at him, and I didn't. And I felt so bad after that I edited it out.
Wow.
Obviously it didn't work because I didn't upload that version. But I did edit it out where I said that, and it made me. That's one of the reasons I felt really, really bad.
What, the line where you said you have to pick a side?
No, I said you had to pick a side, and then I edited the part out where I was like, nobody likes it when you don't pick a side. I was like, oh my god, that's like really mean.
Well, okay.
So I edited that out.
Okay, to be fair, I called him a people pleaser the last time, so, you know, I'm equally guilty.
And he's still sided with you, Spencer. Wow.
He is clearly a nice person.
Well, he called you back out, so that's fine.
Hey guys, can we pause for a second? There's something at my front door. Let's go see what it is.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was his doorbell.
Yeah, it's mine. The Button Mappers will be back after these messages.
Mountain Dew! Oh, beautiful Sal was a stone-hearted gal, refusing to bill or to coo. But Clem was right smart. He appealed to her heart with that gal getting good old Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew will tickle your innards, cause there's a bang in every bottle. At the county turkey shoot, cause Luke warn't worth a hoot, he was hopeless till he finally took the cue. Yahoo! Mountain Dew! Now he shoots off the cuff, gets more than enough after nipping at that good old Mountain Dew. Sure as shooting, there's a bang in every bottle of our delicious soft drink, Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
We now return you to the Button Mappers.
Great video.
Welcome back.
Go ahead.
Watch
Welcome
that
back.
get locked in. It's
Welcome back.
me, Button. Hi, I'm Mapper.
Hope you guys enjoyed that commercial break. It was totally planned and not unintentional. I may have had a guest at my front door. I don't know.
It was me, Toad.
It's me.
Toad Elite.
So as we were saying, Faberlon,
That makes it 5-2 or 3-2 in favor of turn-based.
Yeah. He picked a side, Spencer.
Yes.
Wrong side.
Yeah, I do want to apologize to him. The edited version of that video had me removing that really mean statement in it that was actually directed at him. So I do apologize. That was supposed to be edited out. So you are very sweet, and I thank you for giving us a video response. And you seem incredibly nice, and that makes me feel all the worse. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, to be fair, though, I called him a people pleaser, or I might as well have, for not picking a side last time in the actual Discourse video, so... Meh? I don't know. I'm just
And I called him a handsome gentleman just now. Even though he picked the wrong side.
Wow, we're all guilty in some weird way, aren't we?
I'm not guilty of anything except for being...
wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. It's just
are you
tough.
saying
Tough
that he's not a
sometimes.
handsome gentleman?
No, to be wrong about action.
No,
RPGs.
you can't take it back then.
We love his hair.
Yeah, I thought I complimented his hair before this video even started. So, and did we talk about the bookshelves?
Yeah.
Man, I love those bookshelves.
Games to the ceiling. This is
Mountain Dew.
New channel, Mountain Dew.
Mountain 2.
Yeah,
Next
no,
up.
he's right. He listed a lot of great games. He listed them from Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy up.
He talked about action RPGs. He talked Star Ocean and Tales of, right? Yeah.
And I think he said something about ease kind of messing things
Yeez?
up. Yeezy.
Man, Ease just kind of came out of nowhere in my life. I didn't even know it existed until one day. It just everybody knew it existed.
Yeah, same. I'd never heard of it, and then people were like, "Did you know that this is the best game ever made?"
Yeah, I'm like, what is it? Wise?
I guess so. I'd never heard of it.
I like Wise.
Yeah.
And Z's too.
Yeah. No, he brought up a lot of good points, and he mentioned Octopath Traveler, which is really like the newest pure turn-based game that's just like great. So, totally agree.
He had a good premise, which is that like when it comes to thinking about RPGs, there's just a lot more to think of that are turn-based. And you think of the term RPG, you think turn-based. I think that was a lot of like VG Mashup's rationale too. It's the classic RPG.
So it's flooding the market, that's what you're saying.
With greatness.
With awesomeness. That it's stayed consistent over the years too.
Turn-based RPGs are to shovelware on the Wii, right?
No. Don't listen to him. What really it is, I like what you said, that turn-based RPGs are flooding the market.
Action RPGs are to quality games on the Wii.
Imagine turn-based RPGs being a flood, like a real flood, except instead of water, it's delicious, sweet Mountain Dew, the nectar of life, which is thankfully our sponsor for this week.
Mountain Dew, the nectar of life.
I mean,
drink your Mountain Dew in turns.
You're gonna go with the tagline, nectar of life.
That's the new RPG, Mountain Dew and the nectar of life.
Restoring your HP on the daily.
Did you guys ever hear that a Skittles game on GameCube?
No.
It's called it has a really generic name, like Age of Wonder or I don't know, something like that. And it's like a action RPG style game, but the only it's Skittles sponsored because the collectibles are Skittles and your magic is tied to Skittle colors.
There's your argument for action
so
RPGs.
It's a
right
Skittles game, but it's not a Skittles game.
The inspiration for Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh no. No, let's move on.
It's me, Skittles.
Speaking of Skittles and GameCube is from Nintendo. Also from Nintendo is the Super Nintendo. We have the Super Nintendo SNES mapper with a video response.
Don't let me down, man.
A true mapper. Tried and true.
I have a good feeling of what he's going to pick. I've got a good feeling.
It's going to be Amiibos.
Judging by this, yeah.
Those are some beautiful amiibo shelves, I have to say.
Yeah, that's high end.
Is that every amiibo?
Every amiibo ever, yeah.
How could you get lonely when you have all that amiibo?
I think they're all the Smash ones, maybe. No, I see some of them are.
No, there's Animal Crossing too.
Yeah, I see those too.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just got done recording something, and I'm here to record a quick video response to the button mappers.
With this camera.
They decided to label the month of July as a JRPG July
Sierra
month.
Nevada. Thank you very
So
much.
they have a community question regarding which one do you prefer for your JRPGs? Do you prefer action-based JRPGs or turn-based RPGs? So for me personally, when you first think of a JRPG, the first thing that comes to mind for me is turn-based combat system. You know, a lot of the old school JRPGs use that system. A lot of the heavyweight like franchises and series and traditional JRPG series also employ that type of combat system. However, it's a very appropriate question for me personally because I've been playing a lot of the Ys games lately. It's my favorite JRPG series, the Ys games. And prior to this year, I think completed 3 or 4 Ys games. But this year alone, so far, we're not even we're only halfway through the year. I already completed 3 Ys games this year alone. So based on the fact that the Ys games, which is commonly known as the grandfather of the action JRPG genre, over 30 or 30 years of making a great quality action RPGs, based on the fact that it's my favorite JRPG series, and then I want to add the fact that Xenoblade Chronicles, I want to use that as an example, it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I like to think Xenoblade Chronicles more leaning towards action based, in the sense that their combat system is a little bit different. It's like a single player MMO type of combat system, but in my opinion it lends to be a little bit more action based. With the you do have to have the cooldown for your skills and your arts and whatnot, but the way I think of Xenoblade, it's a little bit more heavy towards action-based combat. So considering Ys, my favorite series, Xenoblade Chronicles, one of my favorite games of all time, and add to that the fact that action RPGs are a little bit more considerate of your time, especially us being adults. We have huge backlogs and limited time. Responsibilities in our daily adult lives. I think action RPGs tend to be a little bit more considerate in time, and I really enjoy that fact about action RPGs. Turn-based, they tend to be longer games that require more time investment. So citing the fact that action RPGs are a little bit more compact, the fact that Ys is my favorite RPG series of all time, and the fact that Xenoblade Chronicles is one of my favorite games of all time, I'm gonna cast my vote towards action RPGs. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to check out the button mappers. I'm gonna leave the links below for you guys to check out their channels and the video. So thank you once again, and have a good one.
Ah, what a handsome gentleman.
For a pro mapper, I would hope he would have picked the logical answer.
Yeah, he did.
Not. He went and described about how generally he prefers the turn-based combat, and then said he prefers action with a couple games as a citation.
He said his favorite games.
Sorry, Bruno.
He said his favorite games.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't say that's not his favorite. But I don't know.
You're doing so good, Bruno.
He said it was his favorite, Teddy.
A good minute of that. You were doing so good, and then you just ran it off a cliff with that action RPG. I love that.
Are action RPGs really that much shorter?
They are.
Yeah,
I would think. I think, but that's it. I like that. They're more considerate of your time. They're shorter.
They are.
They're less than. That's what action
Is
RPGs
Xenoblade
are.
Chronicles that much shorter?
Xenoblade Chronicles is long as hell.
No. Yeah, and then Ys, is Ys really that short of a series? I don't know.
I think it is.
I can't speak to
I think
I
that
can't
was
speak how easy they are.
Anyway, most of the action RPGs I've played have been shorter, and I don't want to play a 60-hour game, Spencer.
Witcher 3, that wasn't that short.
I didn't play that. I said that I've played.
You don't want to play a 60-hour game?
Skyrim VR.
Not really, no.
How far did you make it in Skyrim VR?
That's a... Okay, listen here. Try wearing a VR headset for more than 2 hours.
No thanks.
I can't wear it for more than like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's just, trying to play a game like Skyrim in VR. It's just like, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Then maybe like an hour later, I'm like, man, my head hurts.
I don't.
I
Feel
think
so
if I
good.
tried to understand his point, it's that like with action RPGs, you get more bang for your buck with the time that you play. Do you guys see that in his response?
Yeah, I see it. I don't like it, but I see it.
Oh, Grandpa Spencer. Caught up on the old action, the turn-based RPGs. You can't open up, try new experiences.
You let me down.
Isn't life just one big action RPG?
A letdown? Sure. Yeah, I think sometimes.
Because you don't have time to like, go through your inventory and your skills. Sometimes you just gotta leap into action.
And sometimes you have to map it out, which is what we should expect here on the Button Mappers. Map out your choices. Map out your life.
So what's the score
Button
at, Spence?
What's that?
What's the score at?
The score is 3-3 right now. It's tied.
And that was our last one, right? So
I almost want to say that last one was like a half, like a 0.5.
Ah,
Well,
don't
maybe it
do
doesn't
that.
even count, but I guess I'll count it as an action RPG. Begrudgingly.
It's 0.3 to turn-based and 0.6 to action.
And
And 0.1 to mapping.
0.1 for the ether.
For the nectar of life.
You're here for that. All right, should we go to the next one?
no.
Sure.
Speaking of nectar of life, people often call it water. Let's see what the Itch Network has to say about virtual responses to the button mappers.
And water.
And water as well. 3, 2, 1, play. Hi, I'm Spencer with the Itch Network. I'm here to do a video response for the Button Mappers podcast. Which do I prefer, action RPGs or turn-based RPGs? I have a long history with this topic. I actually love RPGs. I've been playing them since I was a young kid. I started with Pokemon and moved on to what has been long my favorite game of all time, Chrono Trigger. I love the Dragon Quest series. I love the Final Fantasy series. So really what you can see is I have a huge catalog of turn-based RPGs that I truly love. Well, honestly, action RPGs I'm not as big of a fan of. I know there's games like Elder Scrolls, it's great. There's games like Fallout, Bethesda really does a great job with them, at least in the past. But it also has a lot of misses, like Kingdom Hearts, which I'm a huge opponent of. I can't stand Kingdom Hearts. So I gotta say, in the long run, I really don't like action RPGs as much as I like turn-based RPGs. There could be a lot of reasons for this. Maybe turn-based RPGs just have better stories, in my opinion. A lot of action RPGs are American-based, and while I appreciate that they like to have the user change the story and adapt it to how they would like to play it, I think I like a more focused story that gives you less control. That one, it can go either way on. Also, action RPGs sometimes get a little crazy with combat, and they do things that I don't approve of. There's a lot of great ones, like The Witcher 3, like it's phenomenal. But there's so many bad, like floaty action RPGs that just seem lazy and slapped together. Especially like the aforementioned Kingdom Hearts. In the end, I guess I gotta say I like turn-based a lot more than I like action RPGs. But I really love all RPGs. But again, if you have to give me a specific one, it's gotta be turn-based. So make sure you check out the Button Mappers podcast where you can see mine and all other video responses. Ah! Hope he's okay.
Oh man.
So we have another one for action. Okay, moving on.
No. That was me. I don't know if you knew that. That was me, and I was
What?
definitely for.
I thought that was
turn-based.
Spencer with the Itch Network. You're Spencer with the Button Mappers.
No, I'm with both. Sort of.
You did look pretty good in that video, I have to say.
Wow, that's
Everyone's coming out looking good in these responses. This is a good looking playlist.
Yeah, I'm liking how it's going. It's in the favor of turn-based, which is the right answer. So, I'm liking how this is going. 4-3.
What inspired Spencer from the Itch Network, I wonder?
I don't know. We
And why was it water?
get him on here. What was it? I don't know. I just thought it was funny to enter with, well, you know, like they toss a base or a football at somebody and he's behind a tree. He walks out and catches it and starts talking, as if that's what he was doing before the cameras were rolling. And then I just thought, like, who's throwing the water bottle? And there you go. Just
I think
It was like putting, oh hey, I didn't see
there was a
into
narrative
actions.
yeah.
You got
Well,
chased by the water bottle.
No, I got chased. I was running because I was afraid somebody was throwing a water ball at me.
Yes,
Which
but,
they were.
but you never see the other person, so to me, you're just being haunted by a sentient water bottle.
Oh, whoa. There you go. That's an interpretation of that story.
I'd say that turn-based RPGs are more fluid than action.
There's going to be an Easter egg in a future video that has a water bottle with a frowny face on it. So look out.
Are you making this up?
Enough said. He's coming out on Easter Sunday.
Easter.
Easter.
Action RPG Easter.
All right. I think that's it for the... Wait a minute. No, we have one more.
Is that a house? Is that your house, Spencer?
That's not my... That's a nice house. That's not my house. That's
Whose
Bill's house.
Bill's house.
Bill's house.
Bill's response. He didn't even say it's a response to our thing. It just says Bill's response.
Bill's response.
All right.
This is new. We have a new viewer on the channel. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill?
I think I saw him in the live stream.
Yes. I saw him over on the live stream. You're right. I haven't really talked to him, but I guess let's hear what he has to say.
I'm down.
I'm down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Let's hear it.
Whose house?
Bill's house.
Bill!
Bill's house.
Okay.
Bill's house.
Nice intro.
This is not a
Oh,
JRPG.
hi, I ain't done seen you there. I was just wiping the sweat off my balls with the fan. Hi, I'm Bill. This is my house. In my house, I do what I want. And that includes video responses. Today, I'm going to do a little video response to that them there Button Mappers. Oh, it's just one of the best podcast channels I don't listen to in, well, ever. Now, see, the funny thing about that damn there Button Mappers is they got chemistry, and I ain't talking grade school, but we're going to talk about some school too today. So,
Strong
Alex,
accent.
Spencer, Teddy, geez, these guys just got charisma. If I ever done seen it, and I really like that Last of Us video, I just don't know where Teddy went. He just seemed to run off faster than Spencer at the sound of Sonic. But with that being said, they don't ask the question for this their little community question. I just love that they do this stuff for a community. You know, I feel like I've been part of a community since I moved out here to Oklahoma. Things in Oklahoma ain't really okay. You know what I mean?
Fast.
But since I moved to my house, and it is my house because I'm Bill, and this is my house, I ain't really had the time to play RPGs. But that doesn't mean I ain't got a pick for you. Question is turn-based RPGs versus action RPGs. And even though I ain't done played neither, I still got an answer for you. So, funny thing about it is, back in the days when I moved into this house, I really had nothing to listen to. But then, I somehow found this channel called the Itch Network. And it was really good because I was just looking up something about how to get this itch off my back, and then I found Spencer and these other fellers over there. You know, they did this podcast thing, which was cool, but I really liked this one series where they brought my high school buddy on, Texas Anderson. And boy, I ain't seen Texas in a minute.
Who's that guy?
Last thing I remember about Texas, oh my gosh, this guy used to spit loogies in the back of the class and swallow them. He was the voted class clown of, well, every year. I think this guy was a real hometown hero. And when they brought him on, he did this little series about that there, the Corona trigger. And I know it's relevant today because they're doing the coronavirus. People must have loved the Corona trigger. So I think that's a little hidden gem series. And I just remember it's so nostalgic. Hearing him talk about our little Kentucky native school, the Bluegill Elementary, and him explaining time travel. Man, that belongs in the almanac. But with that being said, I'm going to have to put my vote there towards the turn-based RPGs. And if you disagree, well, that's A-okay. But with that being said, I hope you done enjoyed the video response. My name is Bill, and this is my house.
Whoa.
Sweet edits, Bill.
My name's Bill, and this is my house.
Bill! All right.
That was certainly interesting.
Well, and it tips it more into the favor of the turn-based RPGs. That brings it to 5-3.
I don't know if Bill's opinion is valid.
What do you mean?
How could you discredit the newcomer to the channel? You have to welcome everybody with
He said
open
he
arms.
watched Tex Andrews play a turn-based RPG.
And so he prefers that.
He prefers watching somebody play it.
He prefers watching
He
turn-based.
also said he liked listening to you in the Last of Us map out.
So what he's saying is that he prefers Tex Andrew prefers turn-based RPGs.
He put an image of Sonic in the video. How are you going to discredit this man?
Yeah. No, I think that's a very valid response.
No,
as do I think all responses from all of the subscribers are valid. So honestly, I'm a fan of all of them, and I don't think
I'm a fan
of just say.
I'm a fan of Bill.
Okay.
Bill guy's cool.
Bill.
Check out his channel.
You know what? I'm sorry. You guys should check out Bill's house. Give him some support.
Yeah. What'd you think of his video? Video response. Sorry if I'm making fun of your accent, Bill.
I thought it was pretty good. It's weird that he put The Last of Us 2 footage on there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an RPG, but that's okay. Maybe he doesn't know the difference. I'm not sure. But
in his words, that's A-okay.
What's going on in Oklahoma?
Yeah, he said things aren't going too well over there. I don't know what that means.
The community. I don't know. Maybe it's like the riots or something. I don't.
The old Oklahoma riots.
I don't think anything's going on in Oklahoma. Ever.
There's a lot going on at Bill's house.
That's true.
Yeah, this guy has like excerpts from The Last of Us from your map out.
Is he stealing footage from us and putting them up as excerpts?
Is Joel the villain of The Last of Us? Why is food important in The Last of Us? Bill in The Last of Us. Who is Bill really?
These are, jeez, I think I might want to click on some of those.
I think he's doing God's work.
That's odd.
Excerpting the button mappers. What if we make Bill's house the official excerpting channel for the button mappers? Since he's doing it already.
Oh, he's already a super fan, right?
Yeah, he's a certified super fan. Huh.
Okay, you heard it here first. Bill's house.
I'll have to check that out. Make that a regular pit stop for my YouTube data mining.
Maybe we could even
Oklahoma.
put a link in the description.
Or on the associated channels.
There you go.
Bill's house.
All right, well, that's the video responses for this. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating. And if we missed you because you came in a little bit late, we'll make sure to add you to a list and put your name out there. But we do appreciate everybody's response. It was another great outing. Turn-based for the win. That's all I can say on that. I knew it would win anyway. So.
You know what they say, Spencer. First is the worst, second is the best.
They don't. Nobody's ever said that.
You know what they also say? They all can't be zingers.
That's what I say.
That's what we say.
Did this turn out the way you expected?
No, I expected everybody to be against me. But I made some allies along the way.
Who's your biggest ally now?
It's probably Bruno. Terry's my ally too, dude. I have a dangerous team. Who you guys got? I got
Terry's only your ally for this one concept. He'll go at your throat for literally everything
Terry
else.
and Bruno on my side, man.
Don't forget, Terry still wants you to play Paper Mario.
Yeah, that's an uphill battle.
Yeah. I like Bill's house. And Faberlon. We got Faberlon. Me and Spencer and
VG?
VG Mashup. The storyteller.
He should have flipped that coin.
There was no need. He knew the answer.
This could have
in his
been a
heart.
very different outcome.
He opened his heart, and he chose turn-based RPGs. And you want to shit all over his heart?
Mashup.
You want to shit on VG Mashup's heart, Alex?
Mashup, can you do me a favor?
How dare you?
How dare you? Can you flip that coin?
Flip. Oh, it hit my hand.
Not you, Spencer. I'm talking to VG.
Oh, I'm doing it for him.
I don't care.
He's obviously not here right now to do
in the
that.
comments. Flip the coin in the comments. Tell me who won.
Video response, flipping a coin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just post
you don't
a video.
You don't have to do that, VG. Your answer was clear. It was correct.
Just
That's
post it. Yeah, but I feel like you cheated me. Out of a coin flip.
I feel like you're cheating him out of his response because he gave one.
Yeah.
I feel like he set me up for this coin flip and he did not deliver.
Okay. Wow. Not sorry.
And Terry's on my side.
Yeah, he's tenuous as an ally at best. He'll turn his back on you.
That's why he's good. He's unpredictable. He's a wild card.
The Alex and Spencer rivalry is only compared to the Terry mashup rivalry.
Yeah, they're never aligned. Maybe they are worst enemies and they just haven't said it yet.
They're not enemies. They're just like opposites. You know, like one's like pure good and one's chaotic evil. You know.
Which one is chaotic evil, Alex?
Obviously, Masha.
Clearly. Well, these are really good. I'm so excited to watch them every time. I saved most of these for watching it right now.
Oh, you didn't watch them prior?
Mm-mm. I want it to be a surprise.
Surprise.
You can thank me for updating the playlist. Yeah.
Wait, hold on, wait. If Bill didn't label his video, how was it in the playlist?
That's
Whose
it for
house?
Bill. There you go.
Mountain Dew.
Well, thank you everybody
The nectar of life.
Thank you everybody for participating, and this has been an awesome JRPG month. That's July RPG month for the Button Mappers.
Stay tuned for All Map August.
Woo! 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 All Map August. We're going to be playing Spectrobes 2, Spectrobes Origins, and then we're going to be actually playing a brand new Spectrobes game that's never been released.
And
over on Turbo Zone.
yeah. Check out all that over there.
Do you want to give them
here on the Button Mappers, we'll be doing nothing but map and the game talk.
Do you want to give them a taste of any of the maps or no?
No.
Okay. It's also going to be a surprise. 4 maps. 3 guys.
We might have some guests on some of these.
And we're still doing a game talk.
True. Game talk's tradition.
Yeah, okay,
it's like the turn-based RPG.
No,
that's the analogy right there.
I like
turn-based RPG is the game talk, the original.
No,
I know you don't like that comparison. But that's what it is.
No, game talk is like action. You know, we gotta get in there with that action. You're all about the map outs, man.
I do love my map outs.
That's your turn-based.
Map outs are strategic. They're turn-based.
See?
They take time.
So the game talk, which is the better series,
are also traditional in
action.
the sense of the turn-based RPG.
Whatever. This is why.
See, it's turns because we take turns talking about each game.
This is why I play Sonic.
The Discourse is like the action RPG because that's like anything goes.
Sonic in the Black Knight, he has a sword. Does that count as an RPG?
Sure.
Counts as a piece of crap.
Anything counts as an action RPG these days. Like Spectro.
I mean, isn't Madden really an action RPG? You have
Just took a shit all over my heart.
you have statistics and then you play them out on the field.
Is it Monopoly an action RPG?
Yeah, it really is. So, you know, what is an action RPG even?
Isn't Columns a turn-based RPG?
No.
That's real time, baby. Real time column dropping.
Fine, Clue Land's a turn-based one.
It is definitely not turn based. There's non-stop Clue action. I don't think you're ready for the 24-hour live stream. You got to prepare yourself.
You're gonna get them subs.
Yep. Sponsored by
Quiznos,
Subway.
Firehouse
Mountain
subs, Mountain Clue.
Are we gonna do a 24-hour live stream? I'm down. I'll be there for all 22 hours of it.
23.
Have you volunteered to take 22 of the 24 hours to live stream Clue Land? Thank you, Spencer. That's a really noble of you.
I'll live stream League of Legends for 22 hours. It'll be the saddest thing you ever see. I slowly sink into my chair.
Just put a Clue mod on
No.
it. Clue Land mod.
What if you played Cloud but as Clue?
Yeah, I'll just call him Clue.
Clue.
No, but you have to like mod into the Steam version a character model for Clue.
Oh.
Is the character's name Clue? I thought just the land was called Clue.
It's not Clue's Land.
I thought it was just Clue Land.
Then who's the main character?
John.
Turbo John?
Turbo John.
Johnny Doo.
Turbo John. I love that name. Turbo John and the Clue Land.
Quest for Columns.
Well, this has been another episode of the Button Mappers. I'm Awesome Alex. This is Tubular Teddy. And that's Sonic Spencer.
No.
And this has been a Clue Discourse. Clue community. Mapping out the waves of the future.
Mapping it out.
Just map it.
It's like beat it.
Yeah.
Map it.
All you gotta do, map it.
Get you some Sonic.
Get you some lunch.
Moving some spectrobes.
Moving a bunch.
Just map it.
Map it. Are you okay, Spencer?
No.
Spencer, what if you realize one day that Teddy and I are both just illusions that your mind made up to distract you from the horrible things in your life?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you are illusions that my mind made up,
we are coping mechanisms.
But the coping mechanism part, I don't follow. But you are illusions that my mind made up. I mean, right? You're just reflections of light and what those look like within my eyes.
Is this the narrative of spectrobes?
No, Alex, is that the spectrum's really about that deeper meaning?
Dude, do you think I play fucking Spectrobes?
Yes. You talk about it every video.
Saw it in your fridge next to your juice and your tea.
Are you trying to say that spectrobes is an illusion in your fridge?
Yes.
That it wasn't really there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The game that was in front of the V8 Splash.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You eat, sleep, and drink Spectrobes. We saw it in your damn fridge.
I'm the biggest Spectrobes fan. Disney. I'm the Spectrobes fan. Walt Disney.
Walt Disney.
GameStop.
You want to talk to him?
I'm the only one who bought your copy of Spectrobes. New.
I mean, it's better than that stinky Dragon Quest. All right, let's see you guys later.
Look at that. He thinks he insulted us. Can you believe that?
It's okay. He doesn't appreciate the finer things.
Yeah.
In gaming.
Neither him nor Terry can understand the finer things of life, like Dragon Quest. Their loss.
Is that like Dragon Ball?
Terry has played 9 Final Fantasies to the credits.
Why is everything Akira Toriyama attached to except for Chrono Trigger dragon themed? Is Dragon Quest, Dragon Ball, Blue Dragon?
He likes dragons.
That's going to be the community response for the month of September. Why is everything Akira Toriyama related to dragon themed, and why is it better than Spectrobes?
Wow. You guys have never played Spectrobes.
Give me a breakdown, like one sentence. Give me a sentence about Spectrobes that'll explain what it is.
Pokemon meets Fossil Fighters meets RPG. In space.
What's Fossil Fighters?
Oh, you haven't played those? They're like DS games by Nintendo, I believe. They're fossil-themed monster collection games where you dig up fossils and you make monsters. It's kind of like that, but in space.
This looks like shit.
It's pretty fucking bad. You just like scratch it on the DS screen. You scratch up the fossils to dig for them, and then you make dinosaurs. I don't know.
Are you playing this?
No. I just know what it is.
If Spectrobes comparison is Fossil Fighters.
No, well, you have to dig up the Spectrobes. They're old creatures left in space. And it's in space.
Is this the prequel to Ghost of Tsushima?
Is that
Spectre?
I don't. Is that in space? I don't.
No, but there's ghosts.
Got
There's
it.
specters and Spectrobes.
Spectrobes has a 63 Metacritic score and a 7.8 user score, meaning there's some really excited users about Spectrobes.
People like Spectrobes. You got shit all over a perfect franchise here.
Take that with a grain of salt. Clue Land has a 3 on Amazon.
Yeah, well, that's Amazon. Spencer, can you read me a Spectrobes review? Maybe do Spectrobes Origins, because that's the best one.
Oh, Spectrobes Origins?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Wii title.
Spectrobes Origins Metacritic. Let's take a look. 771 Metascore, 8.5 user score. I want to read what the users have to say. Let's hear what Ironmonger said. I was blown away by how good the game was. I love how the main character is in the battles and how the cinemas actually have voices and are acted out. The new Spectrobes are very cool, and the Spectrobe that you ride to go faster is awesome. You spelled awesome wrong. Warning! You might get addicted, and thus don't search for mineral Spectrobes as often. The only reason I said 9 instead of 10 was because even though the main character gets cool, diverse weapons, the Spectrobes don't do as much in battle as they used to, unless there is a second player. Don't get me wrong, the weapons are cool, but Spectrobes 2 for DS was going strong with combat. This combat is more fluid and fun, just less Spectrobe action than I had hoped for.
That's pretty good.
I got one up here with a 30 with a simplistic, weak story that will only entertain young children and drab, tedious gameplay that only young children could overlook. Spectrobe's Origin is a game that should only be played by kids. And even then, any Pokemon game will provide them with 3 times the content at 3 times the quality. That comes from RP Gamer.
I think you're on Ocarina.
RPG Gamer.
I think you're on the Ocarina page.
I can take a snapshot for you. You can put this in the video. This comes from
I'm not putting it in the video.
Metacritic.com/game/we/spectrobes-origins. Check it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. M is in Mary. E is in Subway. T is in Terry. Okay, I'm not spelling it out. Metacritic.
I gotta say, I'm reading some of the user reviews for this, and the positive ones are really poorly written. Really poorly written.
It's almost like it's a kid's game.
The graphics of this game are pretty phenomenal. Considering the game is being displayed by the Wii. They gotta hold it on a lower level. They gotta compare it to, like, you know, Joe Dirt or something.
Yeah. You're saying all Wii games look terrible?
That's what he's saying. Considering the console, Spectrobes Origins is phenomenal.
I mean, the Wii's just a GameCube, basically.
Yeah, everybody else had moved on, and the Wii just kind of stayed behind.
I'm just saying, but the GameCube looked pretty damn good.
This is a cut above most Monster Collection games, but won't change the world.
Ooh.
What will change the world, though? That's the deeper question.
Turn-based RPGs.
Not really. They've been around for
Persona
forever.
5.
30 years, and they've changed nothing.
Dragon Quest 10.
They've changed nothing. The
Just
biggest,
just a bunch of weebs.
the biggest
Tensei.
Final Fantasy 15, one of the biggest games of the year, whenever it came out.
That's an action game.
Yeah, but it spurred that. Like that's the series that it comes from, is turn-based RPGs.
But that's an action RPG.
Yeah, they switched it.
Final Fantasy has inspired opera for many years to come.
Yeah.
Opera's my favorite RPG.
I know, it's my favorite genre.
My favorite kind of music is opera.
You guys, if we
when
were
I play RPGs, I like to put on Beethoven.
Guys, if the three of us were in a RPG party, what classes would we have?
Mozart,
But we can't pick our own class.
Beethoven, and Bach.
We can't pick our own class?
Yeah.
Wait, say again. What class are we in? But we can't pick our own.
Yeah.
So am I picking?
We have to
yours?
pick for each other. Yes.
Okay. Alex, I'd probably put you in the cowboy.
I don't think that's a class.
Yeah. Well, maybe there should be more Western.
Okay. Well, then you're going in chef.
Okay. No, Spencer can't pick for himself, so we have to pick for Spencer.
Oh yeah. I think it should be water related.
Water boy.
Water boy, yeah. Well, it's the team water boy.
I think Alex would be a ranger. He has that long hair, like a Legolas
Power
type.
Ranger.
No, like a bow and arrow user.
Go, Alex Ranger! Na, 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 na. I'm like Tommy Oliver over here.
Teddy would be... Teddy would be a paladin, I think.
He's already my pal.
Yeah. And he makes a din.
I'd probably make Spencer the jouster. Not the jester, the jouster. Like, he has a joust.
I love that game.
Because his name rhymes with fencer. So, like, he fences the competition.
Why don't you make him a fencer then?
Because the joust is like an ancient medieval technology.
Okay.
Okay, now let's make a Skyrim classes.
I don't know the Skyrim classes.
Elf, dark elf.
I'm the
Those are
cat.
Dark elf.
Those are races.
I'm the cat.
Nord. I'm the reptile.
Argonian.
I'm the Witcher.
I'm Sonic.
I'm Kate Sith.
I'm Kate Sith.
Hi, I'm Tifa.
I'm gonna bend backwards.
Whoa.
Whoa. Big whoa. Go.
Booty whoa.
Button mappers. Go button mappers.
Mighty mapping button mappers.
We need to make a Zord.
We can arrange this.
Clue Ranger, Columns Ranger, Spectrobes Ranger, Sonic Ranger, and we need one more. What's the last one?
Bubsy Ranger.
Go button mappers. We all like form together to like form one big copy of like Clue Land or something.
I'm Alex, and I'm Teddy, and I'm Spencer.
And I'm Terry.
Awesome ones. We should make every guest say, "Hi, I'm," and then insert name.
Hi, I'm Reggie.
And with me today is Reggie. I'm here to talk about Reggie.
We have a new game
Here
coming out
on Reggie.
called Reggie.
We put the Reggie first.
Reggie.
Is one of the greatest Reggie to hit the market.
The new character coming to Smash Bros. This month is Reggie. In the game, Reggie can do all sorts of awesome moves. Reggie has a special ability where Reggie calls upon Nintendo to actually sue the opponent for copyright infringement.
Here at Reggie Stop, we put the Reggie first. Our top console is Reggie.
Reggie, or not, here I come.
For the Reggie, some of the best games available that you can buy today are Reggie,
2,
Reggie,
3,
and Columns 3.
Reggie Edition.
For gamers that want to experience their favorite Reggie in multiple formats, we have VR Reggie, 3D Reggie,
Reggie CD,
Reggie Mini,
and
the limited edition Reggie plushie. All available for a justifiable price of Reggie 99. Yeah.
we also have a game called Reggie 99 coming to Switch, which is a battle royale where you play as Reggie and you fight 99 other Reggies.
Pre-order at your local Reggie Stop today, and when you call, be sure to ask for Reggie.
Welcome to Reggie Stop. This is Reggie.
With me today is Reggie.
You ever notice if you just say something like so many times, it just loses all meaning? If we just say Reggie over and over again, it'll lose all meaning.
We'll never say Reggie again.
Reggie, 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 Reggie,
Reginald.
Reggie, 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 Reggie.
Alex, have you had your Reggies today?
Reggie.
Make sure to eat up on your Reggies.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.